Hello, this is Pat with Petresca Papers, and this morning I was watching a couple of YouTube videos, and Wendy's Journals, I believe, was doing some different folding of some inserts for junk journals. And as she was doing it, I thought I wanted to do something with the existing kits. My Home Sweet Homes digital kits that are available on my on my Etsy shop, which is petrescapapers.etsy.com, and kind of explore a couple of ways to use what I've created. So we're going to do 3 different things. So I'm going to put this Bluebird one over here and the fall one over here. And let's start with this Christmas. This is the traditional Christmas, and in the digital kit there's a traditional Christmas, and then there's kind of a shabby chic Christmas, which could just be any time. I am using some not quite finished fronts. You know, and I did post about doing a different type of a spine. This one, I'm looking, this looks like my first one that I did with a piece of fabric in there. But basically, it could be just a fold like this one. Okay, because what we're going to put in doesn't have a lot of bulk, unless you bulk it up. It's up to you. So this is what we're going to try. This is something that I have done with pages in my signatures, but we're going to try it just as a fun insert into this to make this a little bit less bulky if you're going to mail it. And you may not need to make it a booklet or a pamphlet or whatever, or a junk journal. So this is what I'm going to see what we can come up with to make this. So these are some papers that I had previously printed up. When I print up the kit, I print up a lot of different pieces of the kit. So if we look at this, this is this. Okay, with a fold in the center and then other folds. So let's explore this. I'm not worrying about the white edges, especially since this has lots of white on it. So the first thing we're going to do, which is the obvious thing, is we're going to fold it in half. Matching up those. Okay. And then it's going to fit in here. Now here's where you're going to make some decisions. Where do you want this to stick out? And you've heard me say this before. This is like little dormer windows. We're playing on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold up, because I don't want it sticking out the bottom. And then I'm going to fold up here. So now we know our parameters. Boy, that's a big word for me this early in the morning. All right, now we can take this out. Now, could you print this double-sided? Well, sure. Print it double-sided if you'd like. But because we're going to be doing some turning, you're going to get some color anyway on your white. I'm choosing to leave my white in here and my colors on the outside. Could we do it the other way? Oh, for sure. For sure, for sure. All right. Now, this so far, so good. Little sticking out there, but that's okay. We love that. All right. Turn this over. So remember, we made a fold there. You're going to fold that up. And voila. Wow. Voila. We're done with this. Well, basically. We'll do a little gluing. But so this will fit right in here. And here's what you've got. You've got a tuck spot there, and I think that I am going to do a wee bit of gluing. Oh, I wish I had an accent. Now, if you're not in the United States, you're like, well, you do. You have that crass United States accent. I'm not. I live in the south of the USA. I'm in Georgia, but I am not a native Georgian. I was born in Utah. And someone asked me once, they said, it sounds like you're from Minnesota. And I says, well, I think it's because I was born in Utah and I live in Georgia, and somewhere across halfway, I picked up the Minnesota accent. All right, so here's what we have. We have a pocket. And we have a tuck. Well, put it right side up. We have a little tuck there, but you would put something smaller, and I don't really have something small to just grab right now. Then we open this up. We've got that tuck. We have that tuck. And then same thing on the back. We have this tuck and that tuck. Now here's my thought. We're going to try it today, and I'm not distressing. Imagine that. Pat is not distressing. I want to see if we can just glue this in. What do you think? I'm going to try it. We're going to put glue just down that fold. Just a thin little bit. And then we are going to slide you in. That really wasn't great planning on my part. I should have had the red going against the green and the green going against the red, but oh, too late now. I'm going to go in there with my bone folder and just make sure that it's in there. And we're going to just set this aside right now and ignore it and let it do some drying. And let's move on to our next thought. All right, let's pull up our next candidate. And this is from the Home Sweet Homes Fall Halloween. And so this, I added a cute, I don't know, cute chimney, a chimney. And again, this is just the fold. All right. And it's in all kinds of not done. Okay. I even put some things on the back. All right. So here's what I was thinking. Here is the sheet going portrait. So what I want to do is this, and this could evolve. But let's try it. And I know, yes, we do. We have a stripe right there in the middle. Let's turn this over again, keeping the white inside. And we're going to do basically the same thing. We're going to fold. We are going to fold. Boy, that's my New Year's resolution, I guess, when that rolls around. Not gonna. No gonnas. And let's look here. I'm not loving that white poking out up there. So I think I'm going to trim off that white at least. And you know what? Let's commit. Let's take off all the white. I don't know if it's going to be the same evenness on the other side, taking that white off. Now this little white stripe in the middle is going to have to stay, but we can deal with it. And I don't know what's going to show, so we'll just trim across. Could I use my trimmer? Yes, it would be much straighter. Let's see. That doesn't look too bad, but it does. Let's trim over here a little more. You know, it'd be nice if I could cut a straight line. It's nice when I've got the plaid, that helps. All right, so we're folded in half. Let's find out our parameters. Do we want the orange? Nope, with that orange roof, that just is orange and orange. So we're gonna just go to the height of the chimney on this one. And we are going to fold like that. And then we don't have much over here. So I'm thinking we're not going to use that as our perimeter. We just know it needs to be folded in. So we're going to fold in, no, I don't know. I don't think that's quite an inch. And since I cut it so nice and straight, we're not going to have it be looking nice and straight. Let's do this over here. Let's find out how, well, it's not too bad. All right. So here's our fold up. Right there. Now let's look at this. So here's this side. And here's this side. Let's see what it looks like the other way. If we fold that way, and then fold, nope, this is gonna be this way. It will be, it's going to be. And we'll do that. And then this will come in like that. And this will sit in here. Oh, I didn't like that. It'll be okay. All right. So with this, we have some bulk that we are going to get rid of. And I think this is going to also be folded down to give it some strength. So it'll be just like that. And I think, all right, so now we've got our creases. There are some things we will cut out. Oh, just go with it, Pat. We will just cut out. So we're going to angle that and angle that. And we will cut out all of this, I think. And I think this is what I want to do. I don't like those scissors. They're more for fussy cutting. Let's cut right along there. And we will do a little angle there, I think. Too late if you thought and you didn't want to. And I think that we will do that. Now these will serve no purpose like tucks. They could be, but at this point, what I am going to use them for is just for decorative purposes. So I'm going to glue you right along there. Just so it's not all that stark white inside there. Whoa, look at that. Extra glue. Well, let's use you. Let's use you. All right, and then down here. Hope everybody's been good. I hope you've been making houses. I know, I hear it's addictive, and I took a day off yesterday, and I kind of was, I don't know what you would call it, kind of comatose. But this morning I got up and was like, oh, I need to make a house. All right, let's do, I think we're going to glue you down. I could use the glue stick, but my hands just grabbed that art glitter glue. And now let's see, we're going to need glue here and here and in there. And aren't you just nice and not even? Let's trim you. You know, paper is just amazing. Now, when we cut it wrong, way wrong, it's not so amazing. Now, we do have that little white line, but I'm not going to worry about that. And in here, we have spots to tuck in. Oh, the red is going to be awful, but you have the tuck there and a tuck there. So if you're giving a gift card or a check for Christmas, you could come back with some of your additional paper and you could turn that into a pocket. I've got pockets on the, oh, red is atrocious with that. Let's use this. You've got pockets you can make there with leftover paper. And again, I am going to, well, let's see. So I'm going to try another, I think you could staple it if you've got a stapler that has that long of an arm, but I think I'm just going to glue again. Right along here. And I think, didn't we make this so that it went clear to the top of the chimney? Yes. I just didn't want to glue and have that chimney glue together. Right along there. Let's slide you in there nice and tight. And then open it up. This in there. All right. Now that's going to bug me, but I really don't think it's that bad. I think it's just because I know I would like it to be the full size. Now I'm going to look at that. I just saw some glue peeking out. I'm just going to, I don't want it too messy out there. You just really want it to stick in that center. Let's take a look at our Christmas one again. Where are you, Christmas one? Let's see how you're looking. Let's take a look here. Okay, I need to go in there and straighten out that glue just a little bit. It didn't do too bad sticking in there. We need to just make a little bit of adjustment, and then we've got that. And we've got this. We've got that. We have this. And then we have space for little pieces. Do I have any little pieces? Well, I've got little pieces of stuff, but so they would tuck in there. And tuck in there. And it's a very flat, compact, would be very easy to mail. Okay? All right. Now, let's move on to the Bluebird. Let me just look at this one more time, make sure my gluing's okay in there. Nope, it's not okay. Why are you not okay? I was pulling it out too soon. We'll come back to you. We'll come back and see. It may need to be sewn in, which is not a problem. All right, here's the Bluebird, which has been one of my favorites. Oh, can I say that I have a favorite child? Ooh, you know, sometimes we do, because sometimes different children are nicer than others. All right, here we go. this is my thought for Bluebird. This is a very unfinished, just the fold. I want to explore using 2 envelopes. What I've done, these are the very cheapest envelopes. These came from Dollar Tree. I'm opening them up and I am nesting them one flap into the other. And these are so cheap. They use such a tiny amount of glue on them. So first of all, I am making sure also that I am not gluing them to the base of the envelope. This paper is so thin. I swear it's thinner than copy paper. So just a titch of glue there and there, because we will be covering this up, making some pockets. All right. So now I am stepping away. I am going to trim this off with my trimmer so that it's straight. It will make pockets. So I'm just taking the smallest smidgen off of that. Okay. So see, now we've got it open, which causes some more issues. So we're going to just put a little bit of glue along that edge where it touches the envelope. Again, making sure we haven't glued it down. Up there. Come on. Are you still open? Yes, you are. We need to do the same thing over here. Well, that one's still cut. Still attached to it. Let's make sure. Okay, that's good. And then take this, and I guess I didn't need to keep them attached together like I've got right here. Flap in there. All right. Are you good? You're good. And then this comes in here. We're not going to worry about gluing this down, or are we? Or are we? I think we are. So if you can see down in there, we've got that flap. I could just lick it, but I am not going to lick it. So I am going to, let's see how good and steady I can be. Actually, this whole thing can be glued down, I think. I think I'm wrong, but we're going to put some other paper on it. So let's slide that in there. Yes, Pat, you did not need to do that. But we're just one step ahead. Okay, so do we still have a pocket here? That's the important thing. Yes, we do. Do we still have a pocket here? Yes, we do. For now. All right. Here, just set this aside. This is what we're going to be working with. And this is, oh, I can't remember. It's got that angle from one of the roofs. It's probably a back side paper I used. What we will do is we're working with it. Is it that way I wanted to do it, or is it this way? I think it's this way. Because we are going to fold that up. I'm just going to tear this. Do I dare? Let's find out. All right. Now, this will be glued on here. And I believe that I wanted to take it around to that side. Let's find out. Now, again, we really didn't want that glue there. Let's see, did that close up our pocket? That's okay. No, that's okay. That's okay. This is the side we need to be careful of. So, let's fold this in half. This could be a fail, but I am not going to edit this. If it's a fail, it's a fail. All right. That works good. Let's glue you down. Right, like that. I think it's kind of fun too to leave that envelope showing, so whoever is getting this will say, that's an envelope. All right, this is the way we want it. In here like that. Or do we want it this way? I think we're going to go that way. All right. So again, this will be the pocket. And we've glued down that flap. We will glue this on, but we are not gluing it onto here. We're only going to glue it on here. And we will fold this up right there, because that will fold up this way, just like that. Got it bunched up in here. You're okay. So that will sit in here like this. You'll open it up. We'll have a tuck there. We can add some more over here. We'll open this up. We can add more in here. We've got, that will be a pocket, and there'll be a pocket over here. And we could actually let that be a pocket. We may investigate that as we go. All right, you're bugging me, you little teeny piece of paper. All right, here we go. The big experiment. Now, we're gonna glue half at a time. Now this one, we know that we can adhere this paper to the whole thing, just not down here. So I am going to use my glue stick and just really give it a good coating of this glue stick. Again, we'll fold it. We're going to match this right. Well, let's put that crease in there so that we're getting down right against this. Lay that down. All right. Where's my bone folder? You're trying to hide. All right. Now the big thing is, do we have the pocket here? We have a pocket there. Now on this side, what I was entertaining the thought of was, let's just glue there and there. And then this will be a pocket and that will be a pocket. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. So, art glitter glue, little tiny bead across there and a little tiny bead across there because we don't want it on there, and we don't need to because we glued that on, whatever that meant. All right. Now it probably would not be a bad idea to have a notch here so that whoever gets this knows there's something down in there. Right. So pocket, pocket, and flip it over. Let's see. You are not folded up all the way. So let's get that nicely creased up there. And then we're going to just do a little zip there. I think we're going to go ahead and do a little zip there. Probably not necessary. Let's fold you. Let's fold you nice. We've got all kinds of layers here that are fighting me. But the bone folder will convert you to fold. All right. Now, here we are again at that. Do we glue? Do we not glue? I'm thinking we're not going to glue because I'm not sure. Let's revisit this again. Are you glued in? Not terribly well. I don't know if it's the print paper, but you're printed too. How are you? That did well. That did well. But again, there was some fabric there. While we're finishing up, let's try this one more time. Let's put the glue down here. And then if it doesn't work this time, we'll know it's a fail and do something different. I'm just wondering if I shouldn't, just don't close it yet. Let's just leave it open. Let's make sure we got it in there, but let's leave it open for a minute. Quick minute. And let's see if it does better that way. I don't think so, you guys. For some reason, this is just not liking me. It's not liking me. And I'm looking for my stapler. I have one that's got a decent neck, you know, that opening, but it's just hiding. I couldn't find it in the house either. I do have a really awesome booklet one that you put this down and staple, but I think it might be easiest just to sew it in. So I'm going to set this aside. Let's finish up our Bluebird one. And I think we will sew that in. And I'm not going to take time to show you the sewing in, but you know it could be a two hole pamphlet or a 3-hole. But what we created, got a pocket there. Oh, and I do have these left over from a creation. And I'm thinking that could go there. And this could go here to make some more pockets. Let's do it really quick before I forget and don't do it, and then it just sits there. Little bit of glue along there. That's why I say do not throw away any of your scraps. Anything that's nicely printed, you can utilize. So here, and let's go here. So you don't print another paper just to put on some pockets. I should have distressed that a little bit, but that's okay. That. And then we've got that pocket, that pocket. I think you need, I think these all need a notch. Let's give this other one a notch and let's match it up with that one. Okay, so we've got lots of space. We could write notes. We can put pictures in them. But again, I do think that I will sew that in. But it makes a very nice thin profile to mail and send your love along. But I hope you found this interesting and of use. I think sometimes as junk journalers, we get so concerned with, I got to have a whole lot of papers in there. I've got to have a big signature in there. But this makes for a very nice gift, and then you can have the little things to pull out. I hope you'll make some of these and try this. And, you know, it definitely doesn't have to be with the houses. It can just be a nice card with some cardstock that you fold over. But again, thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel if this is interesting to you. Ring the bell so you get notified when I get busy and create some fun things. And also, I love comments. Please comment. There's one more thing I want you to do. Subscribe. Oh, give me some thumbs up. Okay? All right. Hey, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.